What's up, guys? It's Matt here with Tanks Lawn Maintenance. It is currently 7:51 a.m. Thursday morning, October the 2nd, 2025th year of our Lord. It's a beautiful morning, man. Bluebird day. It's 61 degrees. I think it was 58 when I walked out this morning to fill up my pump sprayer, my sprayer tank, whatever you want to call it. And I think it was 57 or 58, something like that. It was cool. It felt good, though. And a lot of humidity. There's a lot of dew on the ground. No big deal, man. The first yard I got today has a ton of sand in it. It's more sand than it is grass. So that's going to help me out immensely. In the second yard I have today, it's about the same. Ton of sand. Probably, it's not as much sand as it is grass, but it's still a lot of sand. But that's gonna help me out a lot, man. It's gonna keep me from having to scrape the deck on that walker. And once things dry out, you know, it'd be smooth sailing from there. But that's the thing about the walker, guys. It clogs up easily. Wet grass, it clogs up and leaves clumps everywhere. You got to get off the mower every so often and scrape the deck, or just use your hands. You know, lift the deck up and just use your hands and just kind of. It's nasty, you know. Hopefully you got some gloves on, but get wet grass off of the deck, lift the hopper up and pull some wet grass out of the blower chute and up out of the hopper chute and everything. And sometimes you'll have to unclog the chute up under the deck too. But it is what it is, man. It's part of it. It's the nature of the beast. Sooner or later you're gonna have to do it, man. And I ain't got a whole lot left this week, man. I've got 7 today, 8 tomorrow, 15 altogether. And one of them that I got to do today is a complete property tune-up, I call it. It's you know, these people just moved in, and it's obvious that the homeowner took care of the property, the last homeowner, and didn't do a very good job. I mean, it did all right for a homeowner, you know. Most homeowners don't pay, so they don't pay as much attention to detail as a landscaper or lawn care provider does. And so it'll probably take me about an hour and a half to whoop it back into shape, get it right like it needs to be, get those edges nice and crispy, get those beds sprayed up and all that good stuff, and get them bushes taken care of. And but I say an hour and a half at the most to get it whipped back into shape. And that's part of the 7 I got. And then one of the other ones that I got today is a pretty good sized bush job. It's gonna be I can't remember how much I told the lady. I had to look back in the text and see what I told her. But it's a pretty big bush job. Probably take me about, I don't know, about 2 hours to trim the bushes and mow the grass. And you know, everything else is pretty much maintained. The beds are maintained, the cracks and all that good stuff ain't got no weeds. Boy, that Toyota Corolla just comes zooming through here, doing at least 40. My goodness. That is ridiculous. I don't mean to sound like a Karen, but man, that really is ridiculous. You got school kids everywhere waiting on the bus to get here, and that Toyota just came scooting through here, man. Wow, that was crazy. But anyway, enough of that. Got a brand new one today and a brand new one tomorrow. The one tomorrow is the one that's going to be tricky, man. It's on a hill. I'm going to have to go back and forth on that hill. And the thing about that is, it's going to be tricky because that hill, it's got 3 levels. It's got a level that's flat, and then it drops off like this, and then goes down to another level down here that's flat. And then down here, same issue. It's got another level down here that drops off like that. It's a little bit steeper. And then at the very bottom, there's a creek bottom down here. He wants it mowed too. It flattens out. And now, I don't know how that creek bottom's gonna be. I don't know if it's gonna be swampy, soupy, mushy. I don't know. But I'm gonna have to do it with the 61. And I don't have the 36 with me. It stinks. So I'm charging him a lot to do it every month. It's quite a bit every month. And I'm charging him enough every month to just mow his grass and maintain his beds and sidewalk cracks and everything, that he's going to pay me extra to trim his bushes. I'm not including his bushes in with the monthly pay. It's a lot. a big yard, and it's gonna be time consuming. So we'll see what happens, man. I'm gonna try it tomorrow, see what happens, and hopefully everything works out good, man. Because I really would like to have the property once we get it beat back into shape. It's gonna be nice. It really is. And but anyway, I'm having to mow some with the Turf Master, man. I had to mow some yesterday with the Turf Master. I had to mow some, I can't remember if it was Monday or Tuesday, had to mow some with the Turf Master. And I'm gonna have to mow some today with the Turf Master. And it stinks, man. It really does, because, and I also had to mow some last week with the Turf Master. And it really does stink, man, because I have not used that push mower since I bought the Walker. And the only reason I was using it was on yards that had to be bagged. And yes, I do have the grass gobbler. I could have bagged them with the 36 or the 61, but that is a process and it is a hassle. I'd rather just, it's just quicker to push mow it and bag it. But anyway, man, I made my mind up last night. I thought about all the trials and tribulations and everything that I've been through this summer, and didn't really have all that go on last year. I had some things, some hiccups, some setbacks, but it wasn't like this year. This year's been ridiculous. It really has. And I'm not gonna sit here and beat a dead horse. You guys know what all I've been through this summer, and I'm still going through it. I'm dealing with the 36 right now, and don't know when I'm gonna get it back. Don't know how much it's gonna cost to get it repaired, all that good stuff. And but what I'm gonna do, and I haven't done any research yet on mowers, but what I'm gonna do, as soon as I'm gonna try as hard as I can to get all of my debt paid off next year. And once I get all my debt paid off, I'm buying a new I'm paying cash for a new enclosed trailer. I'm probably gonna get an 18-foot trailer that way. And I say 18 foot, a 16-foot, I don't know if a 16-foot would work or not, if I could get all three mowers on a 16-foot enclosed trailer, because I have the 61, I've got the 36, and I've got the Walker. And I don't know if all three of those mowers will fit on a 16-foot enclosed trailer with a V-nose. So what I'm seriously thinking that I'm just gonna bite the bullet and buy an 18-foot trailer, and just tell the HOA they're gonna have to kick rocks, have to pay the fine every month, the $25-$30 fine, whatever it is, every month for having the trailer sticking up above my gate in my backyard, until I get to a point where I can either have a shop or have a storage shed. But I'm definitely going to get a new trailer. It's probably going to be an 18-foot enclosed trailer, and then I'm going to try as hard as I can to get a work truck. That way I'm not using my Ford over here, and because the Ford doesn't have a lot of miles, but the miles that it has is very hard miles. And I want my truck back, man. I want it clean. I want the inside to be clean. I want it to stay clean. I want it to look clean. I want it to smell clean. So once I get a new truck, I'm gonna have some stuff done to mine, and I'm gonna keep it maintained. But anyways, man, taking a rabbit trail here. But once I do all that, and this is probably gonna happen before I get a truck, I'm gonna buy a 42-inch stand-on mower. And the reason being is because I am learning a valuable lesson right now. You cannot depend on a dealership. You've got some dealerships that are better than others, but the bottom line is all dealerships, just like us, lawn care providers, they get behind from time to time. During the busy season, when things start happening, shit hits the fan, you don't have the manpower to do stuff, but you're doing it anyway, you get behind. And dealerships are no different. Now, my dealership is 3.5 weeks behind, which is absolutely absurd. And so what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to do some research to find out what mowers. There's two more dealerships in my area besides the ones that I deal with right now. And the one I deal with right now, don't matter what time of the year it is, they're 2 weeks behind. They're going to tell you that up front. Now, a lot of times when they tell you they're 2 weeks behind, you drop a piece of equipment off Monday, you're liable to get it back Wednesday. So I think they tell you that the 2 weeks, you know, standard. I think they tell you that just so you're not expecting it back at the end of the day or the next day, you know. But yeah, the 3.5 weeks, I can't do that, man. Nobody can do that. You know, I depend on my equipment. I'm over it. I'm not mad. I'm past all that. But I depend on my equipment every single day. That's how I make my living. That's how I keep the lights on in my house. That's how I put food on the table. That's how I put a roof over my wife and kids' head. I've got to have my equipment. A week, I can deal with. 2 weeks is pushing it, but I can still get by with it. 3.5 weeks, nearly a month. That's shitty customer service, if you ask me. And to avoid that, I'm going to see what brand mowers my other dealerships carry. There's another one probably about 20-25 minutes from my house. It's in South Augusta. It's called Outdoor Equipment, and I know they're a big Gravely dealership, and I'm pretty sure they're an Exmark dealership too. I'm not sure, but I'm going to do some research, and I'm going to find out if one of those two brands or another brand that they carry. I don't think they deal with Skag or anything like that, but I'm going to find out exactly what brand mower they carry, and I'm going to see which one of those brands, if they have a stand-on 42-inch mower. And I say 42 inches because 48 is too big to get in all my gates. I can't deal with the 48. That's not going to work. I really technically only need the 36 for 1 yard. I can get a 42 through every single property I have except for 1 yard. And I don't want to drop that yard because it is a very, very high-paying yard. And just that 1 yard alone can pay for a brand new mower within 2 years. Is the type of money that we're making on that loan. So I don't want to drop that property, but my plan is to get a 42-inch mower because I can do a lot more in a shorter amount of time with a 42 than I can a 36, and I can keep the 36 for backup, and only have it on the trailer on days that I absolutely need it on the trailer. But I've got to start being prepared for stuff like this, guys. You know, I was that guy. Just it's really stupid. It really is. I was that guy that always thought, man, you ain't got to have backup equipment for every single thing you own. You know, I've got the 61 and I've got the 36. If the 61 goes down, I can do everything I got with the 36. It'll just take a little bit longer, no big deal. And when it comes to bagging, you know, if the walker goes down, I've got the grass gobbler. Push come to shove if I need to. And I've also got the Turf Master. Push come to shove if I need to, I can bag with the Turf Master or the grass gobbler on one of the stand-on mowers. No, that's not a good way to be thinking, man. You've got to get some backup equipment. You do. And it's smart. It does take time. You know, nobody can afford to go out and pay cash for a backup piece of equipment to every single piece of equipment you own at one time. Nobody can do that unless you're just a large, mega, million-dollar, multi-million-dollar corporation. You just can't do that. And at least not me. I can't. If you're Buster Davis, you might be able to. If you got that Buster Davis money, that New Hope Cuts money down there in South Georgia, man, you might be able to afford it then. We ain't gonna get into all that. But yeah, I think after I get all my debts paid off and I get a new trailer, I'm gonna try to get a truck. Maybe not. I may have to hold on to this and just rag this one out and buy a brand new personal truck and keep this as a work truck. But the plan is I'm gonna have a piece of backup equipment to every single mower that I have. Every last one of them. Because I don't want to get caught with my pants down again. Now, yes, it's probably going to take me 3, maybe 4 years to be able to get to that point. But once I'm at that point, I'm going to feel a lot better. I'm going to sleep a lot better at night, and I'm going to have a lot better peace of mind. But yeah, this is frustrating. I'm not going to lie to you guys because the walker's slow, man. 6 miles an hour top speed going forward. Or mowing speed, you know. 6 miles an hour. That ain't much, man. You know, yeah, you get done a lot quicker with the walker when you're having to bag a lot of lawns than what you would with a push mower or with the grass cobbler. And you're also a lot cleaner at the end of the day because it doesn't throw shit all over you. But when you're having to cut every single lawn you have except for just a handful with that walker, that's a problem. That's a problem. That time adds up at the end of the day, okay? The time that you're spending moving very slow across every lawn, that's an issue. I'm not sure what the top speed is with that 36, the right standard intensity, but I'm pretty sure it's like 10 or 11 miles an hour. It's a lot better than the walker. And you can get some stuff done with a stander or a sit down machine, whatever. But just putting it out there, guys. Learn from my mistakes, man. That's why I'm making this video. I want you guys to learn from my mistakes. Some of you younger guys out there that are new to the business, you know, not necessarily new, you know, maybe you've been in business for 4 or 5 years like me, and you've been full-time for a little while like me, and you still don't have all your ducks in a row. Get some backup equipment, guys. It is very important. If you don't have backup equipment in the garage or in the shop or on the trailer, you will suffer from it eventually, okay? It's going to catch up to you. So make that a priority. Of course, pay your bills, pay all your overhead, do what you've got to do, and, you know, sink some money back into your business. But at the same time, save up some money, get you some backup mowers. If you've got a walker, get a backup walker. It's a lot of money. I understand that, but you're gonna thank yourself that you did it later on. Sometimes there's things that's a little more important than money. If you've got a 61-inch stand-on mower, go get you a backup 61-inch stand-on mower. If you've got a 36-inch stand-on mower, go get you a backup to that 36-inch stand-on mower. Do yourself a favor. It's going to save you stress. It's going to save you time. And at the end of the day, time is money, okay? You're going to keep your customers happy because you're coming on time. You're not going to have to worry about people dropping you because of being on time or anything like that. You know, there are people out there, no matter how much you communicate, they still expect it to be done by a certain time. They think they have a God complex, man. They think they're better than everybody else. So, yeah. It's going to save you stress, and it's going to give you peace of mind to know that you have a piece of backup equipment sitting in the shop if something ever happens to the one that your primary mower. But do yourself that favor, guys. And yeah, hope y'all got something out of this. I've rambled on long enough. I need to get on down the road and get some work done. I've got to be off by about 4 o'clock today. We got to be at the courthouse at 4:30. I got to meet Mama Tank at the courthouse. We got to take care of some stuff. And then it seems like every single day we got stuff going on, man. Got ball games, got court stuff, got school stuff. I can't work. It's extremely hard for me to work till 5 o'clock this time of year. It really is. And which is frustrating because I have my business set up to work 4 days a week, but when all this unforeseen shit happens, you just can't do it. But anyways, man, I've got a pine straw job coming up. It's 28 rolls. It's probably going to take about 3 hours to do. I'm going to try to get that done Saturday, but the catch is I've got to get everything done, all of my yards done before tomorrow night so I can do it Saturday. But the lady needs it done by the 18th. She's got a big party. She says it's a Halloween party on the 18th, and she needs that done by the 18th. So we've got 2 weeks until the 18th. I'd like to get it done this weekend, just in case stuff happens. Because I mean, the rate I'm going this year, there ain't no telling what's liable to happen, man. I've had so much stuff come up, and you know, this is something that should have been done 3 months. It should have been done 3 months ago, but I have had setback after setback after setback, and just couldn't get it done. And but yeah. I don't like going down to the wire like this. So yeah, I'd like to get that done this week because there's no telling what's going to happen next week. And the following week is the week that she needs it done. And also the following week is opening day of hunting season here in the state of Georgia, and I don't want to miss that, man. I really don't. But anyways, guys, I've rambled on long enough. It's time for me to get off here and go. Hope y'all got something out of this. I hope y'all have a great day, and I hope you've had a great week so far. But look, man, if you got something out of this, hit that like and subscribe. And if not, that's fine too, man. If you don't agree with anything I said, just let me know down in the comments what you would do differently. And or just tell me I'm stupid. I'm fine with that too. But look, man, I'll catch y'all on the next video. Till then, y'all keep cutting that grass and keep making that money. I'll let y'all. Bye.